I don't want potential. I want results. Nope, we're not doing a Genius style video today. We're doing a DG style video. Today, I want to talk about the lyrics and meaning behind my latest song, I Don't Want Potential. Let's get into it. So the real deep meaning behind the title, I Don't Want Potential, I've talked about it on the channel a bit already, but basically, like, I'm tired of people telling me that my music has potential. I don't want it to have potential. I want that potential to be fully realized. I want to see all the fruits of my labor, all the results. And that's what this song's about. It's kind of like an angsty rebuttal to people telling me that I have potential. Let's get into the lyrics. I don't want potential. I want Metro instrumentals. Want to GQ my essentials. Want a card for incidentals. I don't want potential. Here are the things I do want. I want Metro Boomin to be producing my music. I want to be on GQ for their Essentials series, the thing where they say like the 10 things you can't live without. And I want a credit card that I don't care how much I spend on it, because it's just for all the random incidentals that come with the life of being a rapper. Trying to get out of my mental, so many racks it's Grand Central, and I just broke another pencil trying to reach my full potential. Grand Central Station is in New York. It's just a play on words. A rack is $1,000. A grand is also $1,000. I'm saying I have so many thousands of dollars that you should call it Grand Central. Fuck it, I don't want potential. Only want Metro instrumentals. And I want to GQ my essentials. And I want a card for incidentals. And I gotta get out of my mental. So many racks is Grand Central. And I just broke another pencil trying to reach my full potential. All the same stuff I said before, but like I purposefully threw in as many extra syllables as I could, trying to become, and I gotta, double time it a little bit. I just like rapping fast sometimes. I got so much on my mind. 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 I got so much on my mind. So much on my mind. So much on my mind. I got so much on my mind. I think I came up with this in the studio when I was recording, and I was just like, there's a lot I'm thinking about right now. I'm just gonna express that. I can't really go much deeper into it. It's I got so much on my mind. It's 7 words, and I feel like the words kind of say what they mean. All I do is go hard. I'm in my bag like go yard. On my sleeve ain't no Audemars, only room for my heart. I actually wrote this verse a long time ago. When my buddy Adam Vetzer came over and we were just sort of messing around in the studio and we made a little song together. It's very unfinished. We never finalized it or anything, but his first verse ended with something like, as the years go by, I pray I can't keep going this hard. And he had that written before he came over. So he rapped it for me. And then I was starting to write my verse to follow that up. So he was like, I pray I can't keep going this hard. And then I said, all I do is go hard. I'm in my bag like go yard, etc. So that is to say the first bar of this verse made a lot more sense in the original source material. But when I found this beat for I Don't Want Potential, I was looking through old verses to see if I had anything that I hadn't used yet that could fit. And this verse just fit perfectly with the theme of the song and everything. So I was like, you know what? Just throw it in there. The song with me and Adam will probably never come out. If you want to hear it anyway, let me know in the comments and maybe I'll make it available for channel members. For the rest of the verse, I'm in my bag like Go Yard. Go Yard bags are fancy designer brand that you can purchase if you'd like to do that with your money. I don't have any. I didn't do that with my money. And then on my sleeve ain't no Audemars, only room for my heart. Audemars Piguet. Pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right. Is a fancy watch brand. Rappers talk about APs a lot. That's what that means. Again, I haven't spent my money on any APs, but I wear my heart on my sleeve because I'm genuine. I'm genuine with my YouTube audience. I play Balatro at work, my boss blind to it. Nah, screw it. He knows I ain't working 9 to 5 cause I'm time fluid. That means in 1 minute I can do what takes you 5 while I play a beat and rhyme to it. Timeless music vibe to it. I might buy a record label just so I can sign to it. This is the best bar I've ever written. I play Balatro at work, my boss blind to it. Now, okay, Balatro. Apparently, Local Thunk, the developer, said it's actually pronounced Balatro, but I think he also doesn't really care how people pronounce it, and I'm gonna keep saying Balatro because it's just so much more fun to say. I don't really care if it's something else. Anyway, I love Balatro. I have played so much of this game over the past year and a half. It's an incredible game. I just beat Gold Stake on every deck, and now I'm going through and getting the gold Joker stickers. And here's the thing. In the game, each level is called an ante, and each ante has 3 sub-levels in it, which are called blinds. There's the small blind, the big blind, and then the boss blind. I play Balatro at work, my boss blind to it. Come on, that's the best bar anyone's ever written. Okay, I'm definitely hyping myself up too much, but when I thought of that, I think I actually like almost had a heart attack. And it's true too. I do play a lot of Balatro during work hours, and I've never told my boss about that. But next line I say, nah, screw it. He knows I ain't working 9 to 5, but I'm time fluid. That means in 1 minute I can do what takes you 5. Basically saying I don't need to work 9 to 5 because I'm so efficient when I do work that it doesn't really matter how many hours I work. I'm still gonna get the work done. And my boss knows that. He doesn't know I'm playing Balatro. Hi, boss, if you're watching this. Then we go back to the hook and some I got so much on my minds, and then craziest beat switch of 2026 so far. My goal when making this song, before I laid down any vocals, was to combine the two genres I love the most into one song that's basically like a big screw you to anybody who thinks that, like, you know, people who make hyperpop can't rap or people who rap can't make hyperpop. Like, as I was mixing the vocals in the first half, I sort of purposefully turned everything up higher than I usually do, you know, like more reverb, more auto-tune, just like more of everything to make it feel like just so much more intense and wacky and out there, because I knew what was coming next was going to be this like stripped down introspective rap verse that's going to like blow everybody's minds. And I think it is the beat switch that makes this song particularly special to me, because I've made songs in this style before. I mean, Get Money is a crazy fast-paced hyper pop song with a ridiculous music video, and You Deserve the World is like a super introspective deep rap song where I'm just like spilling my feelings out onto the paper. But the fact of the matter is, if you like DG the artist, you're getting both of those and more. Who knows what I'll do. As DG the artist, it's like crucial. It's like the most important thing to me to have a large variety of the style of music and content that I make. And this song is the first time I've ever done that in one song, which is why it feels like the most me song I've ever made. Anyway, that's enough rambling about the beat switch. Let's get back into the lyrics. I met up with a homie I ain't seen since graduation. Asked me about my aspirations, how I'd feel if I don't make it. Told him that my main goal is just to hit a couple stages, make a living wage, and I can hand the boss my resignation. I started writing this verse months and months ago after I did meet up with a homie who I hadn't seen since high school graduation, which is like, what, 8 years ago, 7 years ago, something like that. And we were catching up, and I was just telling him about how, you know, work is work, but my real goal is to do this music thing. And that doesn't mean being a big time rapper who's a household name. That means hitting a couple stages, making a living wage, and handing the boss my resignation. Speaking of handing the boss my resignation, big announcement coming really soon. Like, I'm not gonna get into the details in this video because there's a lot to say, but be on the lookout for a long video from DG the artist really soon that will explain everything. I feel like you can figure out where this is going, but I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it until the video's out. Anyway, let's keep going. Told him I got patience. Truthfully, the wait is rough. Every time I drop a song, I ask the world, is this enough? Hope I get 1 million views and comments saying this is tough. It is really hard being a smaller artist and always putting out new music that you're super duper proud of, and you're like, this is gonna be the one that blows up, gets 1 million views, and everybody in the comments is freaking out. And so far that hasn't happened. You know, I would say my songs are doing like progressively better with like the algorithm and like with the feedback I'm receiving, and definitely the quality of the music is consistently improving. But still, not having a song just like absolutely blow up, and I don't even mean like #1 on Billboard. I mean 1 million views on YouTube. You know, like that's not like viral, but that's like you got enough people listening to it. Not having that happen is definitely tough, but every song is just a drop, man. My bucket's filling up, and will it overflow before I kick it? I might never know. Every song I'm releasing is like a drop in the bucket, you know? It's like, it's basically doing nothing, but when you have enough drops, the bucket will fill up and you will be able to achieve your goals. But the challenge of being an up-and-coming artist is kind of that you don't know how big the bucket is and how close you are to filling it up. You just know that you keep putting in an extra drop every time you release a song. And so what I'm saying is, will the bucket overflow? You know, will I reach all my goals before I kick the bucket? And I might never know. If I die before the bucket fills up, I won't know that because I'll be dead. And if the bucket does fill up and I'm alive, then I'll know. But that's why I say I might never know. So I gotta love the process, keep the dream, but take it slow. And I've come to that conclusion about 1 million times before. How many more until I don't need a conclusion anymore? This is basically like the answer I come to at the end of my album, You Deserve the World, which is that like it shouldn't actually matter whether I make it or not. if I love the process of making music and putting good content out there and doing all this stuff, then it really makes no difference whether I'm like successful at it if I actually just love the process. But also money is required to survive in the world. And so that's why I get kind of frustrated at that conclusion, because it's like, okay, yeah, love the process is great, but where's the money coming from? So that's the idea behind the line. I've come to that conclusion about 1 million times before. Like, I've run through this thought experiment so many times, and every time the answer is love the process. But like, how many times will I need to get to that conclusion before I actually just make it and I don't need a conclusion anymore? These, my friend, are the frustrations of being an up-and-coming artist. I'm just sitting at my desk pushing through this year while I'm scheming about the next. I wrote this in 2025, probably while I was sitting at my desk, just like, you know, dreaming of the future, scheming about next year, which now is this year. Here we are. You don't get it, that's okay, but if you get it, join the quest, and I promise you won't have a damn regret. Basically saying that I know my music is kind of niche, and there are going to be a lot of people who hear it and they're like, this sucks. It's not going to be for everybody, and that's totally fine. So that's what I say. If you don't get it, that's okay. I don't really care. But if you do get it, join the quest. And I think if you're watching this far, you probably do get it. And so you're here for the long run. So thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm doing 10 times the work until there isn't any left. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with this music thing. I really love it. And yeah, so I'm basically saying if you do join the quest, if you're here for the ride, you're not going to be disappointed. And that's the song. I Don't Want Potential. The music video is in the description, and check it out on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Tidal, wherever you get your music, it's there. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for some really exciting stuff coming soon. See you in the next video.